Today, we're talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has been a game changer for so many people when it comes to understanding money and wealth. In this video, I'll break down the key lessons from the book, so let's get right into it. Quick overview of the book. So, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is based on Robert Kiyosaki's life and what he learned from two father figures, his real dad, who he calls his poor dad, and his best friend's dad, the rich dad. The big difference between the two? Their views on money. Poor dad believed in working hard, getting a good job, and saving money, while rich dad believed in making your money work for you. That's what we'll dive into. The rich don't work for money. Lesson number 1 is the rich don't work for money. Poor dad believed in job security and working hard for a paycheck, but rich dad taught Robert that the key is to have your money work for you. Rich dad didn't rely on a paycheck. Instead, he invested in things that made him more money, like businesses and real estate. The takeaway here is simple. If you're only working for a paycheck, you're always going to be stuck in the rat race. Financial literacy is key. The second lesson is financial literacy is key. Rich Dad stressed the importance of understanding how money works. Most people don't really know the difference between assets and liabilities, and this is a huge deal. An asset puts money in your pocket, like rental properties or stocks, while liabilities take money out, like a fancy car or credit card debt. The rich focus on building assets, while the poor and middle class often accumulate liabilities. Mind your own business. Next up, mind your own business. This doesn't mean to ignore others. It means that even if you have a job, you should focus on building your own wealth outside of your day job. For Rich Dad, that meant investing in income-generating assets. For you, that could mean starting a side business, investing in stocks, or buying rental properties. The point is, don't rely solely on your job for financial security. The power of taxes and corporations. Understanding taxes and corporations is another key point. Rich Dad taught Robert that the rich take advantage of tax laws in ways the poor and middle class don't. For example, corporations can earn money, spend on business expenses, and then pay taxes on what's left. Regular employees, on the other hand, earn money, pay taxes first, and then spend what's left. Learning how to minimize taxes legally is crucial in building wealth. The rich invent money. Another important lesson is the rich invent money. While Poor Dad believed in playing it safe, Rich Dad encouraged Robert to think outside the box and take calculated risks. The rich look for opportunities to create value, whether through investing, starting a business, or finding creative ways to solve problems. They don't just wait for someone to pay them, they make things happen. Work to learn, not just to earn. And finally, work to learn, not just to earn. Rich Dad told Robert to take jobs not just for the paycheck, but for the skills they could teach him. Whether it's learning about sales, communication, or management, the idea is to focus on gaining knowledge and experience. These skills will be far more valuable in the long run than just earning a higher salary. Final thoughts. To wrap it up, Rich Dad, Poor Dad teaches us that building wealth is all about mindset and financial education. It's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep and how smart you are with it. So, focus on acquiring assets, improving your financial literacy, and thinking long-term. That's it for today's video. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more book summaries and financial tips. See you next time.